everyone, my name is Emmy. Welcome back to the channel Frugal Money Saver. If you are new here, welcome on in. Click that subscribe button. My husband Paul and I are an early retirement debt-free couple living in the state of New York. So we'd love to have you join us. Today's video is a highly requested video. It is all about air fryer cooking. The good people at Elect Homes sent me a beautiful air fryer, and I'm going to show you how I used it. So the three recipes we are going to do today are fried chicken, we're going to do baked potatoes, we're going to be making chicken PepperJack cheese bites. Oh my goodness, all of them came out amazing. It works so well, and I share the recipes and how easy it is, minimal ingredients, and just came out perfect. So if this sounds interesting to you, stick around and let's get to cooking. We had a whole chicken that we had gotten for 99 cents. So Paul just cut it up into pieces. The large breast we're going to save, and we're going to grill that outside. But the rest of the pieces, what we're going to do is make air fryer fried chicken. I'm going to marinate it first, and then we'll coat it in flour, and we'll take you through step by step. I put the cut chicken pieces in a Ziploc bag, and what I did was I soured a cup of milk. I took a cup of whole milk and added a tablespoon of vinegar to it. Now I'm going to add that to the bag. I've got an 1/8 teaspoon of Sweet Baby Ray's hot sauce. Oh, we love this stuff. And I'm going to add that to the bag. And you can adjust that to taste. And I am going to sprinkle in a little garlic powder. I'm just eyeballing this, probably about a 1/2 teaspoon. Some onion powder and some paprika. Don't let your jars hit the bag, because it's got raw chicken on it, so be very careful. Little salt and some cracked black pepper. Then what you're going to do is make sure your bag is sealed, and then just give this all a good twist. Mix that all up, and we're going to let this marinate in the refrigerator for a couple of hours. The chicken has been marinating almost 4 hours, about 3.5 hours. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a cup of all-purpose flour, a 1/2 cup of cornstarch. That really makes a super crispy coating. I'm going to take just a little bit of salt. We're going to season the flour. A little bit of pepper. This is going to be so good. Little paprika. Now I'm just eyeballing this, so again, you could probably do about a 1/2 teaspoon or so, 1/4 teaspoon, whatever you're comfortable with. And that was onion, and now this is garlic powder. And I'm just going to whisk this all together. We are going to take these pieces and we're going to dredge them. But before we do that, I'm going to show you a little trick. I am going to take out of this bag, be very careful because this is, contaminated juice right now. It's got the chicken in it. And I'm just going to spread a little bit of this in. Just a little bit. Again, make sure you wash your hands and the utensils real well. And then I'm just going to mix this. It just makes it adhere a little bit better to the chicken. And that's all we're going to do. All right, so now let's start breading. I'm going to start the air fryer. I'm going to turn it on. I am going to put it on 375, and then I'm going to put it on to preheat 5 minutes. So my air fryer is preheated. It is hot. Be careful. I'm going to take a little olive oil, and I'm going to spray the bottom of the pan. And I sprayed the bottom of the pan, so hopefully the chicken will not stick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my hands and I am going to start dredging this chicken. And I'm just going to take it and I am going to push the coating on it. Okay, because we want this to be nice and crispy. And then I'm going to lay it in here. Now I'm going to take my spray and I'm going to spray the top of the flour. You don't want to crowd the chicken either. I'm spraying the top of my chicken just to get it a nice coat. I'm going to put it in at 375 for 15 minutes and then I'm going to flip it. So I've got it on 375 for 15 minutes and then we'll check it and we'll turn it. I just took it out. I did 15 minutes at 375. I checked it and then I did another 10 minutes. So 25 minutes at 375 and you can see how crispy this is. Now I'm going to flip each piece. I'm not going to have to spray this side because it looks like it's got the oils pretty much on it already. So there we go. I flipped each one. I don't think I'm going to give it a spritz. I think it's okay. Now I am going to put this in for another 20 minutes, but I'm going to check it after 10. And then we have to make sure this is done and the internal temperature has got to be 165 at least. Okay, so I am going to pop this back in. And it looks amazing. Oh my goodness. Come on. Oh, look at how crispy this is. Oh my goodness. We checked the internal temperature and it was over 170. So this is looking amazing. How good does this look? So we will taste it and we will let you know. I think the trick is make sure the flour, put a little bit of oil. Once that flour has that coating of oil, it crisps right up. So this looks so good. Bon appetit. I'm going to take 4 washed potatoes. These are russet potatoes and they are whole. I covered them with a little bit of olive oil and a little salt and pepper. I'm only putting 4 in here. And then we want all that good stuff. Sprinkle that right on top. And we are going to see how air fryer baked potatoes come out. This is something that you and I are doing together. You know how I like to do that. So I'm going to put this in. And I am going to go to temperature. And I'm going to go down to 390. And my time, I'm going to put it on for 30 minutes to start. And that's all there is to it. I'm going to hit go. Let's see how these come out. It just went off for 30 minutes. Oh, these guys look good. Always put something down, a hot plate or something under this basket. Oh, wow, they're crisping beautifully. Okay, I'm going to turn these, give these a nice flip. Wow, these are great. They look good. Okay, I'm going to put them in for another 20 minutes at 390. They said 30 more minutes, but I'm going to try 20 just to double check, make sure they're looking good. I just did it for another 20 minutes. Oh, these look good. Let's see. I'm going to take my knife. Oh, yeah, those are going right through. This is definitely done. Oh, yeah, it's like butter. Oh, listen to the crispiness of the skin. But these look great. The skin is crispy, and it took a minimal amount of time. It didn't heat up my kitchen, and I guess the real test will be when I cut into it. Okay, I'm going to cut into this. Let's see if it's nice. Oh, the skin is crispy. All right. Let me do it with these so it's not too hot. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, that's beautiful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Good job. So we are, Dixie approves. We're going to be making some chicken and PepperJack cheese bites, which should be amazing. So the first thing I'm going to do is take 4 ounces of cream cheese, and I am just going to beat it until it is spreadable. So the cream cheese is nice and smooth. Now to that, I am going to add a cup of, I know I need new measuring cups, I know. I'm gonna add a cup of PepperJack cheese. I'm also going to add about a half a teaspoon of paprika, a half a teaspoon of onion. I'm gonna mix this together. Get this all incorporated. It called for scallions, but I didn't have scallions, so I just added the onion powder. I'm going to add to this is about a cup and a half of cooked chicken, and I'm going to incorporate this with the cheese mixture. I set up a little dredging station, so we have the mixture. We have 1/8 of a cup of flour, 1 egg beaten, and a half a cup of panko. And to that panko, because I'm going to kick this up a notch, I'm going to add a little chili powder. I'm going to add a little garlic. And because we don't have a lot of flavor in the chicken or the cream cheese, I'm going to put in a little bit of salt. And then a little ground black pepper too. Okay, so let's incorporate that. What I'm gonna do is take about 1 inch of the chicken cheese mixture, just about like that. I'm gonna roll it in the flour. I'm gonna roll it in the egg. And then I'm gonna put it in the panko. These should be really good. I'm excited to try them. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until the mixture is done. I made a half a recipe, so I'm going to continue on, and I'll do each of these in the dredging station. Here's a half a recipe. It made quite a few. I made a baker's dozen. They're going to be refrigerated now 30 minutes before we cook them. Here they are out of the refrigerator. I let them sit for about 45 minutes in the fridge. Now I'm just going to take some olive oil, and I'm going to give them a little spritz of olive oil. I think this is going to crisp them up super nicely. Now we're going to put them in the air fryer. Don't crowd them. Yep, perfect if you want to see how I did it. Now I'm going to put the air fryer on 400. Okay, so we're going to put the air fryer on. It's on 400. I'm going to cook them for 8. But we're going to shake them in between, okay? These look amazing. I grabbed them at 8 minutes, and I'm so glad I did because they're starting to pop just a little bit, and we don't want that. We want to keep all that cheesy goodness inside. So we're going to plate these, and we are going to serve them with a little salsa, maybe some honey mustard. We'll see. All right, I'm going to open one of these. Let's see. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh yeah. All right, I'm in my pajamas so you can't see me, but oh my gosh. Oh yeah. My husband laughs at me. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Excellent. Like I said, serve it with a little salsa. You could even do sour cream, honey mustard, ranch. So good. So I want to thank you all for spending this time in the kitchen with us. Oh my goodness, let's talk about the fried chicken. And what was so great about the fried chicken is we had leftover to make the chicken cheesy bites, so it all worked out perfectly. It was so good. And the good people at Elect Homes shared a discount code with me to share with you, and you will find that linked below in my description box. So I want to thank you all for spending this time with us. We love you. We appreciate you. You are the best. And until our next video, we wish you blessings. Bye-bye.